Hey friends, this is Brad James here, and this is one of the early episodes that I'm doing for my YouTube channel on design hacks for the quote unquote non-designer. For those of you who don't know, my name is Brad James. I'm not a designer. I just do a lot of marketing strategy and project management and a whole bunch of stuff, but designing is probably my weakest skill. So I have learned a whole bunch of tips and tricks over the last 12 years on how to communicate with designers, how to hand things off to devs, how to like finagle designs like MacGyver would, etc. I'm building all of this stuff on my YouTube page, but you can go learn more about me at bradleyjames.co. But with that, today I wanted to dive into something dealing with ClickFunnels. So if you are a ClickFunnels user, one of the big things that happens is if you're smart, you're leveraging share funnels left and right, especially the ones that are designed and given away for free by Russell and Jim on their Funnel Fridays episode. So one of the things that I discovered that I thought was extremely helpful for me, because when working with designers, designers don't always know what they're looking for, don't always have access to stuff. We're not always going to use a share funnel. But the cool thing about the share funnels and the designer stuff is Russell says, hey, you can use them, share them, whatever you need to do. They're yours. I did them for you because you're a user. So I wanted to show you today, though, because he puts in so much time into these funnels and so many resources into these, there's some really cool stuff with these that often I want to share or we want to use on other funnels, potentially with clients or not with clients, or I need to give a designer an example of something and I need to literally pull out the graphics from this page and hand it to them on a silver platter. So what I discovered actually is pretty handy. So all of these graphics are separate on here, and I really like this background, and I like this foreground down here, this background image. And so I'm going to show you today how you can actually access these and save these so that your designers could use them then on an alternate page if they had to, okay? So with that, let me dive in. I'm just going to go to edit page after I've logged in. And we're logged into the editor of the page. Now, I'm going to show you a couple things. I'm going to show you the background. I'm going to show you, you'll notice that this one has an animated background. So we'll start with that, all right? So the cool thing is this animated background, if you can see it, is constantly moving. And I really liked it, and I wanted to save it, and I wanted to have one of my designers edit it. So what I did is I went in here, and you see under settings, you can see all of the things around with the background or all the details of this specific page. So I clicked on background, and there's this image here. Now, this is not saved to my assets when I'm adding images or those types of things, but I can definitely access it by clicking here, dropping it in here. Now, you'll notice it doesn't work. Why it doesn't work is because there's this quotes on the back end. See those, I'm drawing a blank on what those are, but they're quotations. So, but if I delete the quotes, there's the image. So now what I can do is I can right click, I can save as, and if I save it as, it'll pop up, saving to my folder. If I wanted to, just takes a little bit. Cool, yep, there. And you'll see this is an SVG. So an SVG is a vector graphic. It's got multiple layers. Cool. Save it there. They now have access to it. Now, if I go back, I can actually do it. This is the same page. So you see, I just saved this background. Now, let's say I wanted the little bees here. I could go to settings. I could do the same thing. Control C. We're going to add this into another tab. Control V again. Oh, I didn't hit Control C. Copy, do the same thing here, Control V, I have to, it's also still an SVG, there it is, there's our giant bee. All right, so those are vector images, but let's go back, let's actually, one of the cooler graphics on here is this honeycomb down here. So it's on the fold, so this is all one giant section. So I'm gonna go up here into settings, background, Control C, we'll do it again. Control V, I'm going to delete the quotes on the back end. And there it is. And again, right click, save image as. So anyway, I just wanted to share this with you because I thought this was awesome when I found it, because again, I am not a designer. I have a little bit of creative design, but very little, and I have no clue how to use the tools. So for me, as being a non-designer, but somebody who's constantly building funnels, building websites, helping to do layout and design and like laying out the general structure of things, this was a nice little tip and a trick that I found inside of ClickFunnels that I thought was extremely helpful. If you like this, please like, share, subscribe to this channel and this list. I'm going to try and dump some more of these things in here. I've got some cool things. You'll notice up here on the top, I've got some buttons I use all the time that I'll dive into later. And again, this is Brad James, and this is for all those marketing strategists, all those marketing people out there who understand the concepts of marketing, but don't know how to design things, but they do have to communicate with the creative designers. And these are just tips and tricks on how to get there. All right. So until next time, thanks again for stopping on by, and I will see you there. See you later. Take care.